Hello! Oh gosh. We are at episode 4 today. How crazy is that?
That's insane. And we're finally taking it back to a normal episode.
Of sitting back and yapping.
Yeah, just talking.
Yep.
No games, no cooking, but we will be bringing those back for sure.
Don't worry.
All right, let's start off with our coffee, I guess.
Yes.
Show them your mug.
Alright, I have my new favorite mug. A little bit nutty. Perfect for me.
She loves squirrels, for anyone who doesn't know.
Mm-hmm. So mine's just a chocolate coffee pod from Nespresso, and then I just have some regular milk. Classic.
Yeah, very good. I made a maple cinnamon Americano with no cream. And it's really good. This is the first coffee I think I've had without cream, actually.
Black.
Yeah. Does it count as black, though, if it has sugar in it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think.
I always thought maybe we'll just call it like sweetened black coffee.
Yeah, sure.
There we go. We'll run with that. But it's good. I really like it. We'll do again. It only happened because I ran out of milk, so. But it probably will happen again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so today I guess we wanted to jump in and just talk a little bit about high school.
Yeah.
It's back to school season.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are going back. For any of you viewers who either have been in high school or are heading there, or already are there if you've already started, we just wanted to take a minute and talk about our experiences, things we wish we knew going into high school, and things that we would tell our younger selves maybe.
Mm-hmm. And I realized I did not come up with anything, so it's just going to be on the spot.
Honestly, same. I really didn't prepare. We're filming this a day before we would normally, just due to scheduling. But yeah, we definitely had this idea a couple days ago, and I definitely didn't come prepared. But that's what this is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Sporadic. Exactly. Very much just yapping. So yeah, I guess we can start off with what we wish we knew.
Yeah.
Going into high school. I'd say one thing for me is it feels a lot more daunting than it actually is.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, and it's definitely like, I mean, we were very fortunate. We didn't really deal with like bullying or anything, so I understand that can make a lot of people's high school experience a lot different and make it a lot more daunting. But high school in and of itself, if you're managing your classes and managing your schedule, like just be smart about how you're balancing your life. It's all about that balance. I didn't always have that balance, which is why sometimes it stressed me out. And it's hard to do. But if you can find that balance of studying, but still being able to interact with your family and friends, that's really healthy for helping you perform better in school and in that time that you're putting in to your studying and whatnot. It can be really good.
Especially if you can fit in like having a job throughout high school, which I know we both had.
Yeah.
I liked keeping busy with that. So I had the pizzeria job all through high school. And I was also in the orchestra all through middle and high school. And then obviously I had like my normal classes and studying and whatever. But I found a good balance of like, you know, when I could work in between when I had tests or when I had concerts or whatever. Like, you'll find that kind of mix that you're comfortable with. But I do think it was important for me at least to have a job throughout that time, because it gave me something else to do, and like I was still productive. And I also enjoyed it a lot because I worked with a lot of my friends.
Yeah.
But it was rewarding too, because it was my first job where I could like earn my own money, and I don't know, it was nice to have and nice to know that I could manage my own schedule like that, which I never had to do before high school really. But I think it's good to have a balance, like we said. But
yeah, for sure. And what you mentioned there about having a job, that was definitely, I feel like just in high school you just learn a lot of good real life skills in having a job while you're still in school. Prepares you for afterwards, whether you go to college or you don't go to college. it just prepares you very well. My high school experience was a little bit different than your traditional schooling, I guess, because I went to a tech school for half of my day, every day for 10th through 12th grade. So I only had 4 classes every year, like core classes. Um, and then I did culinary school for most of my day for those 3 years, which was incredible. And that was also very rewarding and it was something that I loved and I got to learn more about it. And there's so many opportunities for that in a tech school. So I also recommend, if you don't know if your high school is connected to one, find out and at least see what they have to offer, because they may have something that either a career you want to pursue and you can already get experience in, taught by people who have already been in that workforce, who know what they're doing. And also you can get a lot of certifications and even licenses while you're studying, and that puts you like miles ahead of other people who are just going to college and looking for stuff 4 years down the line. So yeah, also a great tool if that's something that works for you. I feel like I only really knew about that because my brother went to tech school. And only because of that, my dad went to tech school. So it was kind of in our family already. Because not a lot of people know it even exists. Definitely a good thing to explore if you're curious.
Let's see. Well, for me, I'm the oldest sibling, so I have 2 younger brothers. So I was the first one to enter high school, so I really didn't know what to expect at all from anyone. I wasn't even friends with people who were older than me, so like I didn't really know anything going into it. But I guess one thing I wish I knew was, well, one thing that comes to mind is just how important it is to just put yourself out there and like make friends, especially if you're from a school that gets, whatever, transferred, or if you don't know like any kids, or maybe you move or whatever it is. If you don't know any kids in your high school, it doesn't mean that you won't meet anyone, but it's good to have a few friends, just, well, obviously, so you're not alone, but like that are taking the same classes or can help you with things or study together. Because we had a good amount of the same classes, I think. Not maybe not like at the same time, but we definitely took a lot of the same classes. So that was helpful, knowing like, oh, she got through this class, so that means I can do it, or she can help me, I can help her. And we actually had a good group of friends throughout middle and high school. So we kind of all like bounced off each other, helped each other. So having that big group of friends, we were all taking like different classes, but some of us like different things, and like we would just help each other with whatever it might be. So that was really nice having.
Yeah. I also think it's really important, going off of what you said about just our friend group. Like, find those friends who truly see you and value you, because that's so important. I can't tell you how much drama we were surrounded by in high school. That didn't involve us or our friends, but just people that we were also friends with, and their close friends. And we hear them talking about like some of the things that they would say to each other, or just the behaviors that they would have towards each other. And
Like,
it's
how are you friends?
Exactly. Like, exactly. What's the point at that point? Because I think all throughout middle and high school, we didn't have a single fight between any of us. No. Not that I recall.
Nope.
Because we just understood each other, and we cared about each other more than ourselves. Yeah. So if anything, like, we weren't selfish with each other or our circumstances, and none of our friends were either. And it's such a blessing to have those people who are rooted in Christ and growing with you and encouraging you, not only in your walk, but just in school and in life, that you talk to outside of school, and even now, like, there are friends that we do Bible study with and still talk to on a regular basis. We're gonna literally talk to them tomorrow on a group call, even though they're all back at college.
Yep.
But it's just really special. So if you can find those few friends, like, we were fortunate to have, we had a decent sized group actually.
Oh yeah.
That ended up growing throughout middle and high school, which was beautiful to see. But even if there's one or two, like, hold on to them and treasure that friendship, and make sure that, like, there's nothing worth losing that kind of friendship over. Is nothing, absolutely nothing. So I just implore you to hold on to them and to fight for them and to love your friends. And like you said, if you're moving somewhere and you don't really know anyone, branch out. Like, just try and reach out to people and see how you're received. And that's not an easy process, and it's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
But definitely, like, try and pray about it. Be prayerful about who the Lord is bringing into your life, and just that he would lead you to friends who are going to push you towards him, and that you can hold each other accountable and just fellowship with one another and grow in Christ together, because it really is beautiful.
There's tons of clubs you can join, or you can just make your own if
that's true.
You have something that you're interested in that the school doesn't offer yet. There's always music, which I know we were both kind of interested in.
Yeah, I definitely like music. I just was never involved in it in school.
So there's plenty of, like, sports too is an awesome thing schools have too, but there's a bunch of just extracurriculars you can be involved in that's outside of, like, the school part of it. That's also where you meet a bunch of new people who you might not have known that they have the same interests as you, so that's a good option.
It'd be your people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good point. I didn't even think about that. Because a lot of our friends were involved with Fellowship of Christian Athletes in high school. Some of you may be familiar with that. It's an international organization that has different chapters. And that was such a blessing, because we found more people that we had, even teachers, students and teachers, that we had never met before, maybe seen in passing, and got to know each other more deeply and just, like, hear each other's encounters with Christ and grow in that regard. And that was really powerful and encouraging all throughout high school as well, because I feel like for me that was kind of a bridge between my faith and school, because public school had always felt so separate, besides, like, my friends, from my faith. Not that, like, I behaved differently or anything, but there wasn't really much of an overlap. Like, how do I necessarily live in community with others in school that are with beyond the people who are already my friends? And that really helped to find it, and it was very cool to have that experience. So I think that was really the only club that I was part of, so that's why I came up, because like I said, I did tech school, so getting to clubs was kind of difficult, and work made clubs kind of difficult too, but very rewarding. And yeah, that was a really good point. One thing I wish I knew going into it was that it flies by.
Oh my gosh.
4 years seemed like a long time, and for us it was technically 3, because we were freshmen in our middle school building. So 4 to 3, depending on your school district. But they flew, and it seemed so daunting in the beginning, like, I have 3 or 4 years of this, like, how am I gonna get through it? But it was gone like that. Each year was like, holy cow, I feel like we just started. So, like, I really wish that sometimes in the beginning I had just slowed down and treasured just where I was, even if it wasn't always glamorous, it wasn't always pretty, it was sometimes really stressful. It was worth living in for that time, for sure. So it flies. It really does, and I just implore you, just take the moments as they come. Enjoy them. Enjoy the time, because you're never going to get that back. We're never going to be in high school again.
Nope.
And it's a really beautiful time.
Because everyone's, like, learning and growing at the same time. Like, all of the kids in your grade, they've never been through this before, just like you, so don't put too much pressure on yourself. Like, obviously, I know both of us, like, we strive to get, like, the best grade that we could. Like, you're at school for a reason, so pay attention, do your homework. Like, just the basic stuff. Like, why else are you in school? Just, even if it's just like the bare minimum, you don't have to get hundreds on everything, but just do your best. And I mean, you can't really ask for more than that. If obviously some classes might not be like your cup of tea, which is fine, and no one likes every single class they ever took or every teacher they've ever had, which is hard to have a teacher you don't like or a teacher who doesn't like you, whatever it's going to be. But I don't know, just don't, like I said, don't put too much pressure on yourself. It's not the place to focus so much on that, on being perfect, because you can't be perfect.
Yeah. Amen. Yeah, and even in the doing your best, like, as Christians, we're supposed to do our best to honor the Lord. So, like you said, it's not perfection. You're not striving for perfection. You're just doing your best, and in that, honoring the Lord, and He'll bless that. He'll bless your effort in just paying attention in class, doing the assignments, getting things done, with a joyful heart, if possible, in every moment. He sees you, and he'll see that effort there as well.
And he knows what you're capable of. So I mean, he won't expect like impossible things of you, so you can't expect impossible things of yourself. So just take it easy.
Yeah. It's not that deep.
No.
You're gonna graduate.
Yep.
I promise. If I can graduate, not being in school my entire senior year, you can graduate. I promise. I want more coffee. Do you want to try this?
Sure.
I forgot this doesn't have raw milk in it, so you might actually...
Wow.
Isn't that good?
Wow. Maple syrup and cinnamon?
Mm-hmm.
That's very good.
And espresso and water.
That's crazy.
I will be making this again. Also, I feel like in high school, self-image is such a hard thing to deal with.
Yeah.
Like, you can feel so down on yourself for either how you look or how you're feeling or like the situation. Your grades, the friends that you have, and really, like, it can be so heavy and overwhelming at times, and it doesn't need to be, because it's not. And I know that's, trust me, I've been there. So I'm not saying this isn't like you need to get over yourself kind of way. I don't mean that at all. But I just encourage you to, like, give that to God. Give that stress and that weight to the Lord, and remember that you are beautifully and wonderfully made in the image of God. And He, like, formed you specifically to be you. He has a plan for you that He doesn't have for anyone else. And that is so stinking special. Like, I can't even begin to describe it for you. So if you're feeling any sort of negativity towards yourself or to your situation right now, just remember that God is with you. And He loves you, and He's there for you. And He's never going to let you go. And He's always going to work things out for good.
Kids in high school can be nasty.
Yes, they can.
They're just insecure.
Mm-hmm.
And they just take that out on whoever it is.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like we said, no one really, like, bullied us. But that's just how it happened. Like, I don't know. I'm very thankful that we didn't have to deal with that. But it happens, unfortunately.
Yeah. Happened to people we knew.
Yeah.
And we just tried to, like, obviously be there for them as best you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's so true.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the things that they're going to take out on you, they don't actually mean towards you.
No.
You just happen to be at the other end of the stick, which sucks and is not fair, but is the reality that a lot of people have to face, which is really sad.
Don't be intimidated by anything we're saying. I feel like most of it is just, like, kind of just, I don't want to say like the facts, but it's just like genuine things that you could definitely run into in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So just be mindful of, whatever it's going to be, the judgment of other kids, how to just stand up for yourself, or even just not give it a second thought, whatever it's going to be. But high school is a huge change from elementary and middle school, obviously,
Oh, yeah.
but don't let it intimidate you, just one day at a time, really. And then before you know it, you'll graduate.
Exactly.
Go to prom, get into college, and graduate.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
It's crazy. Also, we're curious, like, if you are in high school or out of high school, because we know some of our viewers are our friends and family who are not in high school anymore. But even if you're not our friends and family, and you have advice that you want to share to others, like, leave comments.
Oh, yeah.
Be encouraging to one another. Like, this is meant to be a community for people, and obviously we're 4 episodes in. So we don't have a huge following, which makes sense. But just to start growing, it's got to start somewhere, and we want to be an encouragement to you. And if you have things that you want prayer for, if you want to leave them in the comments, leave them in the comments. If you want it to be private, DM our Instagram page. We both have access to it, and we're the only ones who have access to it. So if you need prayer for something, if you're struggling with something, whether it's high school related or even not, like, we want to pray for you throughout the week, and we will hold each other accountable to do so. So please take that if you will. It feels like high school was yesterday, but it was, in fact, over a year ago.
Yep.
And that's crazy to think about. Like, it really does. Like, time, I feel like elementary school drags. Middle school kind of does the same thing. And then high school and afterwards, adult years are like, bye. Adios. It's kind of crazy. But it is also cool to get the opportunity to look back to the people we were in our younger years and in high school and see how much we've grown today and how much growth we had during those times, too. It very much can be an up and down experience.
Oh, yeah.
But it is a good one. And it's one that we never get to have again. And something to treasure, for sure. And to just, for all the uncertainties of going back, or if you've moved and you're in a new school, just giving that to God. That's my best advice.
Yeah.
In all of your worrying and in all the uncertainty, just giving it to Him. Is there anything else we want to talk about in today's episode?
You hit on some good stuff. Good advice.
I think so.
Good
and just
perspective of graduates.
Yes.
I think, which I never had, so hopefully it's helpful to someone.
And also, just a reminder, these are just our opinions.
Yeah.
And things that we've learned personally and just been convicted
of.
of. Yeah. So take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, like, your experience is going to be different than ours. Your life is different than ours.
Yep.
But we just ultimately, at the end of the day, want to be an encouragement and, like we said earlier, a community where we support each other and just talk about things. Yap. We're here to yap. And this was just the topic of today. Not all of them are going to be this, I don't know,
like
specific, or I don't want to say heavy because it's not really heavy, but more like a serious topic. We'll say serious. Because there wasn't really joking or funny things being said. I know. We have some good ideas coming up for future episodes, though, that are us yapping, but about more entertaining things. But we thought it was important for back to school season coming up, because this will release after Labor Day. So everyone will be in their first couple weeks of school. And yeah, we don't know who this is going to find, considering this is our 4th episode, but we hope to find someone who it helps.
Yes. Because that's why we're doing this.
Yeah. Like we said earlier, if you have any advice that you would give high schoolers or things that you are currently going through and learning about in high school, like drop it in the comments. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify or Amazon, go over to Instagram. We have at this point, when this comes out, we will have reels posted. So comment on those reels, and if you have prayer requests, DM us. Like, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Find our Instagram. It's at Sit Back and Yap Podcast. We want to pray for you. And also name suggestions for the tiny mics. We need more.
Thanks for sticking around for this episode. It's crazy that we're still going 4 weeks strong.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. Thank you for just your support and just for watching and listening, whatever you've been doing. We appreciate it. So yeah, stay tuned for next week, and good luck in school.
Absolutely. And don't forget to subscribe and follow depending on what platform.
Yes.
So you don't miss an episode. See ya.
Bye.